Welcome to the Daily Dad podcast, where we provide one lesson every day to help you with your most important job, being a dad. These are lessons inspired by ancient philosophy, by practical wisdom, and insights from dads all over the world. Thank you for listening, and we hope this helps. There are more important things to worry about. In Plato's Phaedrus, Socrates tells the story of an inventor who approaches the king of Egypt, hardly able to contain his excitement about sharing this latest and greatest invention. It was a technology he called writing, but the king was enthusiastically opposed. "The discovery of yours will create forgetfulness in the learner's souls," he said, "and they will be hearers of many things and will have learned nothing. They will appear to be omniscient and will generally know nothing. They will be tiresome company, having the show of wisdom without the reality." That's right. There was a time when well-intentioned adults feared what reading would do to young people's mental health. Technology changes and evolves, but every generation has their own version of this ubiquitous panic about whatever, insert the blank, is doing to our children. Indeed, the boogeyman may change his shape, but he is always there in some form. Books, television, radios, computers, music players, video games, all have had their time under fire at some point in history. Today, it's screen time generally. Every parent is petrified by phones and tablets. It's why our kids are unprecedentedly anxious, depressed, lonely, overweight, devoid of communication skills, and on and on and on. But is it though? Or, like that Egyptian king, are our fears misplaced? Research just published by the Journal of Child Psychology and Psychiatry by a team of psychologists dug through over 40 studies on the link between screen time and depression and anxiety amongst young people. There doesn't seem to be any evidence base that would explain the level of panic and consternation around these issues, says the lead researcher. We're all looking in the wrong direction. The real threat isn't smartphones. It's this campaign of misinformation and the generation of fear among parents and educators. You're worried about screens, but you're missing far bigger concerns in the process. And even if phones were harmful, the reality is we're not going back to a world without them. So let's prioritize our panic. Let's worry about spending more time with our kids, even if that means playing Fortnite or watching Twitch with them. Let's worry about them eating right, even if they are scrolling while they do it. Let's worry about them engaging in things that spark joy in them, even if those things are on the iPad. Let's worry about preparing and adjusting them for the cultural shifts of an ever-changing world, even if we ourselves cherish the good old days of landlines and buttons and cassette tapes and answering machines. Because it's not screens that are the problem. It's what we make of them. And right now, we're making a mess of them. Thanks for listening to the Daily Dad podcast. It would mean a lot to us and help a great deal if you could subscribe and also leave us a review in iTunes. And most importantly, if you could send one of these messages to someone you know who would benefit from them.